All right, I know some of you hate bomb pots, but bear with me. This is a fun one. I have 4-2 of spades. I'm in the low jack, and look at that. We flop the spade flush on the bottom board, and we have a pair of fours on the top. So I have a little bit of insurance because I'm interacting with both boards. When it checks to me, I make a 25 into about 50 after the rake. That's perfectly reasonable. About half pot, we would expect to see at least one player call. Any random pair is probably going to call for that much. So we're trying to build a pot here at this point. I'm not necessarily trying to win on this street. We do get a call from both the button and under the gun one. And when the turn on the bottom is jack of clubs, that's pretty safe, right? Only thing it does is improve people to straights, but it doesn't make better flushes. We see a 3 of diamonds up top, so that doesn't really help us out that much. When it checks to me, I make a 75. That's perfectly reasonable. With 2 players left, we expect at least one of them to call, right? A lot of times these bomb pots end up being chopped, 2 ways. And sometimes it's nice if you can actually bet a little bit smaller when you have a stronger hand to kind of pull in that third player and chop their money up. We do get a call from the button, and look at that. The river on the bottom is a 7 of spades, so that's going to bring in a lot of higher spades for me. With the 9 of hearts up top, it is a little bit dicey here, but I do stick it in for less than pot. Jam, I've got 234. The pot was 269. This puts a lot of pressure on my opponent. I could just win, right? He could fold, and we have to listen into what he says here.
Spade moves me up on the bottom. It's frightening.
So yeah, I'm a bit relieved to hear him say that. I really only have to sweat queen, 10, or 9 of spades, right? Because he could scoop if he calls with any of those 3. I don't think he has a 9 of spades, but he could have a queen maybe. But, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a good hand here when he makes that speech. And he does put in the fold. So we end up scooping a pretty decent pot, for a bomb pot. I'd love to take, that money down.